Hello, Ebenezer family. It's time for our weekly devotion and announcements. It's been a couple weeks since I've been with you, and I missed you. It was good to be back in church on Sunday and see many of you as well. This morning we're going to take a look at Matthew chapter 4, starting at verse 18. It says, "As Jesus was walking beside the Sea of Galilee, he saw two brothers, Simon called Peter and his brother Andrew. They were casting a net into the lake, for they were fishermen. 'Come follow me,' Jesus said, 'and I will send you out to fish for people.' At once they left their nets and followed him. Going on from there, he saw two other brothers, James, son of Zebedee, and his brother John. They were in a boat with their father Zebedee, preparing their nets. Jesus called them, and immediately they left the boat and their father and followed him." Jesus calls his disciples here the ones that became apostles. And as he was walking, we don't know the background of this, how much these four men had heard about Jesus, or whether they even experienced Jesus up to this point. But we can say there was something different about Jesus. And there is. We should be excited about what is different about Jesus. But he calls two of them and says, "Come follow me." And it says that at once they left their nets and followed him. Now these are men, this is their family business, their income. And at once they dropped what they were doing and followed him. And then he goes a little bit further, and there's two more guys, actually three more guys fishing. And it's a father and two sons, another business here, family business. And it says, and immediately they left the boat and their father and followed him. That's really what Jesus wants from us as followers, as disciples of him, to put him first. And I'm sure that at some point these guys that dropped what they were doing and followed Jesus, they wondered what this was all about. And the truth is, we wonder what it's all about as well. Jesus has some incredible things in store for us. We should follow him. What's that mean? That means obedience. That means following the example. That means setting aside self or what we want sometimes to follow him and do what he wants to do, just like these four men. Immediately or at once they left what they were doing. And when we say Jesus needs to be first, that means above our jobs, above our families, above everything that we do that we enjoy as well. Doesn't mean we can't have a job, doesn't mean we can't have a family, it doesn't mean we can't enjoy life. But we need to keep Jesus first. The funny thing is, this is at the beginning of chapter, or Matthew, chapter 4. Matthew, we see the birth of Jesus, and then the temptation of Jesus, and then he's calling his disciples here. But at the end of Matthew, he calls his disciples all together, and he gives them the Great Commission. Go and make more disciples. Go and make followers of me. And he says, teach them. Teach them to obey what I have taught you. In other words, we need to go and tell others about who Jesus is, what he's done in our life, and what difference that makes. So, just some food for thought for today and maybe the week. Jesus calls us all in a different way, but he calls us to follow him. And it's up to us, just like these four men, they had the option to decide to either follow him or not. And they all four decided that they'd drop what they were doing and follow him. For some announcements today, we are still collecting money for our Child Evangelism Fellowship, their Good News Camp bus fund. Our goal is $2,000. Now, yesterday I announced that we were at $624, and we have until next Sunday to collect, and then we're going to send whatever we got. I firmly believe that God is in the midst of all this, And whatever God decides we need to send them is what we will send them. So all we can ask you is to be in tune with following the Holy Spirit. Listen for God's leading in this matter. We're collecting clothes that will go over to the Hope Center. You can leave them in the glass enclosure there by the vehicles. And some of this does jump around a little bit. Sunday, May 17th, we're going out to Heritage Hills again. We're going to have a great time. We'll sing some songs with them and then play some bingo and just have some fellowship time with them. May 29th is our cake auction. That is a Friday evening. And the cake auction will start at 6:30. We are looking for some donations to sell. So if you'd like to make some goodies or maybe you have something other than baked goods that you'd like to sell. We've had things from crocheted items to painted rocks to welded art and even some painted art as well. All kinds of different things. We will be selling a leaf blower, a weed trimmer, and a push mower. And that money that we get from them will go to the Property Commission. But we figured this is going to be a great way to share something that we don't use anymore to church. And look forward to that as well. Let's see here. We're still doing You Asked For It. We're taking some questions. There's some sheets on the table there in the foyer. You can fill them out and drop them off in the offering box. We do ask that you put your name on them. We will be answering these and tackling these things on the podcast, and we would like your name and a way to contact you so that we can let you know when we are going to be discussing that. Next Sunday as well, May 17th, we will be having a VBX meeting right after church, and our VBX is coming up June 20th. It's not too far in the future. We need some help, and we need some volunteers, and we'll be looking for some donations as well. But even if you're not sure you want to serve in that capacity, stop in and let's see what we got. Let's see. We will be starting in May here. We're going to start a 40 days of prayer for our nation. And this will be based upon the prayer Daniel prayed in Daniel 9. And we want to be praying for our nation. We celebrate the 250th birthday this year. And that's an incredible milestone. But we need to pray for our nation. And if you don't think so, turn on the news sometime and you'll see how bad we need to be praying for our nation. So, that's all we got for today. I hope you all enjoy your day and have a great week.